So in this video, we will be working with the Python shell. See, you won't be working with the Python shell a lot. You will always be working with Python files. But this is just to show you how you can use a Python shell. And in this video, I will just be explaining to you the concept of variables, right? So two things will be covered in this lecture, in this video, which will be how to use Python shell simply, which we saw in the last lecture also, and the concept of variables, right? So I will show this both on a PC and on an Android device, right? So if you are on PC, go to your search bar, Windows search bar, and type IDLE. So as soon as you type IDLE, so you should get this. You can start this, right? So see, this is your Python shell. As I told you, how does a Python shell work? The Python shell works similar to a calculator. Okay, so that can be the major application of the Python shell. So I can write over here 4 plus 9.5. So the answer should be 13.5, and that is what I am getting. I can type something like 900 divided by 3. That should be 300, right? So I can write, let us say 900 divided by 5. So it will be 180. So that I am getting 180. Now see what is happening. Imagine I have to do some calculation which is going like this, that I have to do some calculation which is like 700 divided by 4 plus 200 divided by 5, right? So what is the calculation? 700 divided by 4 and then plus, so I can write plus 200 divided by 5, right? This is what I have to do. I can write this how? I can write this using brackets. So that 700 divided by 4 is done first and then 200 divided by 5 is done afterwards, right? Now another case might be that I have to do something like this, that what I have to do, I have to do 700, I have to divide it by 4, then whatever the answer I am getting, I have to save it somewhere, right? So what I can do, see, I have to use that answer afterwards. So I can do like this also. I can do 700 divided by 4. I can see the answer over here, 175. Now to this 175, I have to add 3 and I am getting 178. Now see, this kind of thing you have seen in calculators also. In simple calculators, there is no answer function, right? The answer is not stored. But if you go to a scientific calculator, what happens? You can store that answer in your calculator and you can use that answer afterwards, right? Means what? You are storing the value somewhere inside the memory of the calculator. Similar to this, in Python also, you can store things in the memory of Python, right? So how can you store something inside Python? See, for example, I can write like this: answer is equal to 100, right? I can write like this: answer is equal to 100. Now if I press enter, see, nothing was printed, but now this value of 100 is stored inside the memory of the Python. And how can I access that value? I can just type over here answer and see I am getting 100, right? So see what I can do. Another thing I can do is what? Let us say a is equal to 10. I am typing a is equal to 10. So see, nothing got printed. But now inside Python, there has been a variable created. A variable has been created whose value is now 10. Similarly, I can create another variable, b is equal to 20. Again, I will press enter. Nothing got printed. But inside the computer, inside Python, another variable has been created whose value is now 20. Now, if I write a plus b and if I press enter, see what I am going to get. I am getting 30. How did I get 30? What did Python do? Python saw a. Now it is not just a. It knows that a has some value. What is the value of a? The value of a was given as 10. What is the value of b? The value of b was given as 20. So it has done what? It has done 10 plus 20 and it has given me the answer 30. Now instead of this, if I write a plus c, it is going to give me an error because c is not defined. Now see, if I hit enter, see what is it saying? It is saying that it is an error. It is a name error, that name c is not defined. Right now we haven't defined c yet. But if I write c is equal to, let us say 50, Okay, I have written c is equal to 50. By the way, these spaces don't matter. Huh? I can write it like this also. C is equal to 50. That is also okay. Okay, so if I write c is equal to 50. Now if I write a plus c, see, I will get the value. What will be the value? 10 plus 50, 60. So I'm getting 60. Now C is defined. So this is the concept of variables. What is a variable? A variable is a memory location which can store certain data, right? Whenever you are working with Python, you want to store some data, right? See, as a mechanical engineer, let us say you want to find out the components of a force, right? There is a force and you want to find out its X component and Y component. So you will need the force and you will need the angle. So you will have to store the force value somewhere. You will have to store the value of angle somewhere. So you can write like this: force is equal to 100, and you can write angle is equal to 30, right? And then you can do f cos theta, f sin theta. I will explain how to do f cos theta, f sin theta afterwards, but you can do like this. So now you can access force. So whenever you want to get the value of force, you just have to type force. You will get the value of force. Whenever you want to find out the value of angle, you just have to type angle and you will get the value of angle, right? So this is how you can do this in your IDLE. Now if you want to do this same thing in your Android device, just open your Android device, go to your Pydroid 3. In here, the shell is known as terminal. Okay, so go to this hamburger menu on the top left, see these three lines, go to this hamburger menu, go down and just go to interpreter, not terminal, sorry, go to interpreter. Okay, if you go to interpreter, see, you will see these three marks, just like over here. You will get to see these 3 marks, right? Where do you have to go? You have to go to this hamburger menu and you have to go to interpreter. See, over here also I can do 2 plus 2 is 4. I can write A is equal to 10. I can write B is equal to, let us say, 30. And then I can write A plus B. And I am getting 40. Right? So this is the same thing. You can do this over here also. You can do it in your IDLE also. So in Pydroid, where do you have to go? You have to go to hamburger menu and you have to go to interpreter. In IDLE, where you have to go, you don't have to go anywhere. Whenever you start IDLE, you are started in the shell itself. Okay, so this was basically the concept of shell, and it was the concept of variables. So what are variables? Variables are just basic memory locations where you can save data, right? For example, I can create a variable such as a, I can create a variable such as f, and then I can do addition, I can do subtraction, I can do multiplication. If I want to do multiplication, I write a into f and I get 400, right? So this is how I can do this. So this was the basic concept of variables. I will be going into depth in variables in the next lecture. So thank you.